Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, we got Koreans. Oh no, this is a 1v1 with my most hated civ in the game. Why are you doing this to me, game? Kazva's in the red playing as the Koreans. The score is 1-1 between Kazva and Nili at the moment. Koreans are currently broken. The civilization makes me salty because it is so obviously OP. And my fingers are crossed on when the balance will come. And the balance will come, but enjoy your tower rushes now, guys. Enjoy your tower rushes now. They will change a little bit in the future. I heard word yesterday that the balance might be coming sooner rather than later, too, which is pretty exciting. Definitely glad I'm not playing in this one. Glad I am casting. Nili is playing as the Malay. Civilization that could also trush here. You know, if Nili goes for a trush on the trusher, I would actually like casting this. We'll see how this plays out. Nili's stone is on the back, so that's great for him. He has 2 woodlines options, which are slightly behind his TC. His main gold is here. His other gold is forward. His third is to the north. 2 back golds for Kazva and a back woodline. His stones are forward. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. This is what I'm thinking. So Malay advance 80% faster to the next stage. What you could do is you could go for 20 population up. If you click up on 20 population as Malay, you for sure hit the next stage before the Korean player. And then if you tower rush their stone, or just start tower rushing them, you start the momentum in your favor so they can't come forward versus you. It's possible. It's possible. We could see that. For those wondering why the Korean trush is, in my opinion, broken, well, hold on a second. I thought Nili was going to accidentally kill the boar with the TC. Here, I'll show you the tech tree. So, villagers get +3 line of sight for Koreans. That helps with tower rushing. Stone miners work 20% faster. That helps with tower rushing. Walls, towers, and castles build 33% faster. That is the big one right there. The fact that you literally can't counter tower someone because they'll always get theirs up first. That's why I think the tower rush is broken. But anyway, tower upgrades are then free. And then you get additional range in Castle and Imperial on towers. So every bonus they have is built towards towers. And they're not all that good with other things too. So you normally just go towers with them. Okay. Well, we'll know soon enough what the strategy choice is. Again, I would really like to see Nili go for a faster feudal age time and go for towers. That being said, though, if he doesn't do that, I should talk about how you play the civ out. And normally, it's tough because if you want to go scouts or archers or man-at-arms, you need to advance on 24 or 25 population. I was saying earlier, the meta with this civ is normally drush into archers and skirms if you're not going for a trush. But the trush option is there, and I think that's what Nili's going for because he only has 2 on wood. So, I think he'll click up as soon as possible. Do Koreans need a university for tower upgrade, or do they get it once they reach Castle and Imp? They get it once they reach that age. So, a couple of things that have been proposed, which I think are good ideas. First of all, you can keep the building speed for the walls and the castles of Koreans. That's not an issue. It's the towers that's really an issue. And then the other thing that was proposed is still give them the free upgrades, but make them have to build a university for those free upgrades. I think that makes sense. Yep, Nili's going to stone. His Dark Age again is just very sloppy, right? Very sloppy. I think he should have clicked up by now, but the sheep weren't positioned correctly. There we go. He clicks up. And they both click up with 19 vills. And, you know, red... I think he's okay. I don't think there's a big time difference here. And he is committing to this, guys. He is committing to this. He has 5 going to stone. He has 7 going forward. And, oh, just passing. Nili doesn't know that red's coming forward against him. Nili thinks that his faster feudal will be enough. Oh, man. This is a disaster. The other thing that will happen with balance is that towers will be slightly more expensive. the wood cost specifically. So in ECL Arabia, the balance that's being used in the escape tournament, which is $60,000 prize pool, is 50 wood for a tower instead of 25. Now, does Red see this? He doesn't see this. Nilly's getting town watch, and Nilly doesn't see Red here. You know, I can't even be upset about this game. This is just gonna be ridiculous. Okay, now Red sees Nilly's building a tower. He needs to build his own. He needs to build his own. There we go, he places it. And Nilly has a scout to distract. Nilly will get this tower up, and then I think he'll have a chance of getting this one up. Oh, this is so good for Nilly. At least at Red's base. Red will lose a villager here if Nilly uses his scout correctly. Oh, this is so good from Nilly. I love it. Look at the distraction. So many weak vills for Red. One of these can be one-shotted. The other two-shotted. I wonder if it would have been better for Nilly to just commit to finishing this tower with the vills instead of shooting there. I don't know. So I think if he got this tower up, I guess yeah, you can try this. I mean, he loses that villager. You can try battering this down. Oh boy, and now Red's gonna batter this down. Quick, Nilly, finish this tower. And then you have two towers here. Oh, man. T90, why do you hate towers? Oh, I don't know, man. It's just not for me. I don't have any good reasons why I hate towers. It's awkward for Nilly, though, because if he tries to finish this tower, then Red can garrison this one. So, Red has a big lead now, I think. Well, I don't know. Let me stop trying to predict what's happening here and what will happen. This is just madness. Nilly is sending more villagers forward as we speak. He's about to lose. Nope, she'll run away. Somehow she survives. Red is collecting stone now. It was an issue for him, is that he wasn't on stone while he was vill fighting. And yeah, Nilly's trying to finish his tower. That's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Red... Again, he doesn't have stone to build any towers right now, so he's built a mill forward at Nilly's berries. Good lord. Let the vill fight ensue. Red has a lot more vills. Look at the idle time. Look at this. He has no wood. Just a complete mess. But I think that Red should have an edge because he can build his towers so much faster. Economically, though, what is Red doing here? Was Red just lured back to the Nilly's TC? Oh, and Nilly blocked her as well. That's sick. You know, Red, he doesn't have the economy that Nilly has, I guess, because he doesn't have farms. Saying that Nilly only has one working farm. I don't know what is life, guys. Someone explain this shit to me. This is ridiculous. This is why I hate Koreans. This is why. It's so against everything I know. Oh! Nilly could trap! Nilly could trap! He needs to gate here as well. And, come on, you can do it. That's a nice idea. Red's trying to run. And Red just batters down the gate. This is a nice idea from Nilly. He tried to trap all of those vills. Chosenall says, hey, thanks for making me famous, dude. You played well that game. Welcome back to the stream. Pawn, we don't do community games on Wednesdays. We do it on Thursdays, dude. We'll be doing it all day tomorrow. Oh, boy. Okay, so now Red is starting with the towers again. But I don't think this tower does too much for him, right? He has his stone. He is still ahead in vills, I guess, so that's good for him. He loses another villager to Nilly's TC because he's chasing Nilly's vills and he forgets about him. You know, the one thing I'll say is if any of these players can go to gold early, I think the best play here is to get a market and just start buying food. Because if you try and bring in the food naturally, it'll take forever. Just try and buy your way to the next stage. They can't necessarily justify that right now, but... Oh look, Red's building another tower. But maybe in the near future. So, Nilly builds a tower to stop red from progressing on this side. He also builds a tower to stop red from progressing on this side. A red still could tower here. Honestly, if I were red, I would still consider placing a tower here just to deny the wood later on too. But he should be shifting his focus more towards eco now, I think. And he's still sending vills forward, which is pretty nuts. Yeah, denying the farm space would be a pretty big deal if you could do that. Yeah, so speaking of community games, and again, YouTube, if you see this game, because you might, this is disgusting. I think the title of this YouTube video would be the most disgusting game ever. But anyway, we do community games on Thursdays, and I think tomorrow we'll do Pilgrims again. It's been a couple weeks since we've done Pilgrims. Also, if Red could build a tower here, that would be nice to range the wood line. Nilly can't really do much about that if villagers were to come here and start building that. Because look how fast Koreans build. It's crazy. Both players lacking fletching. They don't even have the economy to build a blacksmith and research fletching. We have a 3-farm eco for Kasva, and Nilly has a lot more farms. So in the race to Castle Age, he's certainly winning. You build one tower, you build another tower. Oh god, no. Oh, this is what I expected. I did say I wanted this, right? Yeah, this is smart from Nilly. He needs to build this before Red starts building his, because Red builds faster. T90 official, do you insta-quit if you see the opponent has Koreans? No, actually. When I play someone who's Koreans now, and any civilization which I see as overpowered, I see that as a loss already in my mind. I think, okay, if I lose this, it won't be a huge surprise because this civilization is way better than my civilization, especially with bad maps as well. I think the same thing, and then it kind of motivates me to really try and get a win against all odds. If anything, as a player, I feel more pressure when I have the civ advantage because there's more, it's more frustrating if I lose. Is that true, Tokaraka? You're the only person I've heard say that about the Malay uptime. Is that true? It was originally 100% in the beta for the Civ, and then they changed it to 80%. The day Korea towered the world. Yeah, let's work on YouTube titles. So, what Red could do, again, is go to gold now. Just start sending villagers to gold, and eventually afford a market, and start buying your way up. If Red hits Castle Age, he gets the tower upgrades for free, and he gets the range. And he has a lot of towers surrounding Nilly. If I were Red, I would just sneak a tower up here. He doesn't know that Nilly's on this wood line like we do, but I would just sneak a tower up there anyhow, just in case Nilly was back there. Nilly loses this tower war. Wait, can we talk about this for a second? Red has 20 idols. He has 3 vills in this tower, 5 vills in this tower, and that repair bill. He has 2 vills in this tower. He has 4 vills in this tower. He has half of his economy forward. He's out of stone. He has to go to his secondary stone 23 minutes into the game. This is ridiculous, man. And he does have fletching now, as does Nilly, by the way. Pineapple Pinecone says, idea. I'm scared. Korean outposts fire arrows when garrisoned. Then we have Dark Age Shush. It would make games like this be finished faster. It would also make me want to quit Age of Empires forever. So, I mean, if that's the result you want, then maybe we should do that. Maybe it's a good idea. Now, Nilly's not close to upping. Nilly's not close to upping. You have to keep in mind that Nilly's also been behind villagers after his early attack. So, he's behind vills, but he does have more farms working for him. Again, market abuse here is very strong. Just getting to gold and buying your food is the strongest option. It's the fastest option. Pineapple, I'm just messing around with you, man. Just messing around with you. It's funny how these towers are placed because the repair villagers can't be ranged. Yeah, you see this? So the repair vills continue. Red's building these towers so he can range the tower and take that down. If he built a tower here, Nilly would be in trouble. A tower here and a tower here, Nilly would be in big trouble. This is Red's point of view. He's pretty certain that Nilly's in the back corner, right? Now, eventually, Nilly will run out of stone. That's the funny thing. If we're in the same position in 10 minutes, Nilly will be out of stone, and the other stone's here. And just starving the guy out from stone. This is insanity! God, look at this. 3 towers on top of a hill. 2 towers here. Yeah, the reason Red's shooting the houses is because the buildings, every time you garrison or ungarrison from a tower or a TC that's attacking something, it changes target to the closest thing. So he has to retask these. Otherwise it's a waste of time. I gotta give credit to Nilly. How he's still alive here is beyond me. He's done a fantastic job. This is not easy to do. Why is Red doubling down so much on this hill? Like, you have full map control already. Why not try and switch positions? You also see he's on wood there. At least build one here. Or build one here. I guess Nilly's not on wood, but I still think that would help. Nilly's other gold is here, and his other gold's here, so he has to hold on to this gold. Oh, I mean, I think he'll be successful. He kills one vill. Let's send more vills to garrison. Yeah, that's a great plan. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm saying that it's stupid that this is a thing. This is nasty. But Nilly, he's building a market now. So he only has 329 stone remaining there. Can he get to castle? I don't know if castle really does much for him, though. I mean, he doesn't get the free upgrades and the free range. Oh, no! Nilly! Oh, no! Oh! A massacre. An absolute massacre. Death Incarnate, it's a very good thing for the game, man. Very good thing for the game. I'm curious now, if Nilly can get to Castle Age first. See, Red, he has the wood, he just hasn't gone to gold. I think with these resources, he'd be just fine to click up at the same time. But assuming Nilly can get up first, because remember he advances faster, will Bodcanero be enough for him to push this back before Red hits Castle Age? At least it would range some of the repair vills, right? Let's see. So, 1, 2... Oh no, this is tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so he could range more of this area with Bodcanero. And he's clicked up first. So he needs 200 food now. He somehow needs to get 200 food. Oh boy. So many weak villagers on this wood line. He's doubling down on the golds. Red hair, I mean, you could build rams. However, Red has enough vills here, he could just batter down the rams. And he can't afford anything, that's the problem. He barely has the wood to build the siege workshop. Oh, this is so good. So Nilly will have a window to do damage with Bodcanero. He just needs to stop spending food. I want Nilly to win this so much. If any player in the community wins versus Tower Rush like this, it's Nilly. Have you ever seen towers like this on the hill? This is crazy. And Nilly's tied on villagers now. Also, his towers have more HP. He's getting Bodcanero. He'll build a university, so he has to research guard tower, unfortunately. This tower will go down. And the repair villagers could die. Bodcanero has completed. Is Nilly gonna win this game? Are you kidding me? Okay, now a barracks for red, so he's going to probably add a stable and mix in some knights. That'll make life difficult for Nilly. But red now has 3 towers in this section of the hill. He also has enough stone for a castle, which makes matters even more difficult for Nilly. But I think red will have to abandon the hill. Wow. But he could just build a castle forward. There's nothing Nilly can do to stop that. Forward stable. I think he'll make a knight or 2 and then he'll build a castle. And if he places the castle here, and Nilly will lose half of his gold at least. Does Nilly know about the gold in the north? He does, but he probably doesn't want to show his hand and run past red's towers. Okay, so now the range on the towers are the same. This is before red gets Bodkin Arrow. Red built 2 stables forward. He's making knights from them, and yeah, I think red, he should eventually win this now. Right? Nilly has guard tower himself, but you know he can't push out. He can't do anything. He's in this corner. How can he push this back now that there's a castle there? I don't think he can. And if you're red, you know the knights might not do anything right now, but they could get to the woodline and the farms, and okay, they'll run right past the towers actually. And Nilly's building his own castle. Now, pineapple pine cones, the war wagons are incredibly expensive, dude. I don't think they have the economies for war wagons. And Korean knights are pretty poor, especially with no upgrades, but all that red wanted to do was delay that castle from going up. He's done that. And he's on stone once again. It's looking good for red now. Amazing map control. What a sloppy game. This has disgusted me and impressed me at the same time. It's like a car crash, you know? You can't look away. You know people are gonna die, but you just... your body says you need to look. I've never had that experience, but I've been told that's how it works. I mean, who looks away from a car crash? There's plenty of people who might want to look away from a tower rush, but who looks away from a car crash? Come on now. Because you don't know what the result will be. With the Koreans tower rush, you totally know what the result's going to be. So, I guess the 2 situations aren't exactly comparable. Nilly, he's losing villagers now. His castle still, it's at 93%. He will get it up. But he'll still be GG'd soon enough. Because this tower, this is the clutch tower I wanted to see. It ranges the lumberjacks from Nilly. You know what? Nilly's gonna try something, okay? Give him credit. He's losing a ton of vills. He doesn't have access to his gold. He's going to go for petards. So let's get some T90 petard spam going in the Twitch chat for Nilly. Let's see. He has to sell wood, which he's running out of access to. So he's selling a resource he desperately needs so he can get the gold for petards. And red's gold for petards too! This is petarded, man. This is disgusting. This is a petarded game. I think it's 8 petards to kill a castle. However, you have to figure you're going to lose petards. Yeah, Nilly calls it GG. You're going to lose petards as they run towards the towers and the castles. So, and Nilly's dead. Once the knights got back here, it pretty much cemented red's position. Red as well. I can't see his fog of war, but I'm pretty darn sure you would be able to see the lumberjacks there. I hate Koreans. Can I just put that out there? If there's any Korean people out there, I don't hate you, I hate the Civ, okay? It's awful. If Koreans were to be removed from 1v1s entirely, I don't think anyone would complain. Okay, people who like to tower rush and inflict pain upon other people would complain. But just keep him as a Black Forest Civ. Have it be a Black Forest only package. That's what they need to do. He doesn't hate you, he just hates your entire culture. That's not what I said. Not what I said. There's the KD. I mean, I don't know if the eco stats are really important. And one big thing is that Nilly couldn't get his secondary stone. Nilly did a heck of a job staying alive there in that situation. And I liked the idea to tower rush like he did. Pat says, man, I could watch a game like that so many